Good morning, Facebook world. Let's give everyone a couple minutes to connect. I walked Judy through the process again this morning, so hopefully she is stalking the Facebook page so she can see us going live. I still haven't figured out a good way to do this and monitor things, so we will just wing it. The sun is actually shining again in Ohio. I think spring might be here. I just put all of my sweaters in the basement, which means that it might snow because that's Ohio for us. But I think we might be getting lucky. I do believe spring is here. So, gonna start with thank you for your patience and understanding as we were closed last Friday. Emma did great. They did a little bit more repair work in her ear, inserted 2 prosthetic bones, reconnected everything. The surgeon said she could already hear or see the vibrations as they were wrapping things up, which is fantastic. And I think I did a post, but now I can't remember where I put it. We were driving her home and Emma was asleep in the back seat, and all of a sudden, good morning, Camilla. Emma sat up and she said, "Mommy, the surgery worked." And I said, "How do you know?" And she said, "I can lay on my right side, but I can hear you in my left." So she hasn't heard distinctly in her left ear for probably years, but she can already hear better, and it's still full of packing, and she's got a cotton ball over her ear. So fingers crossed, we probably won't know for 6 to 8 weeks how much of her hearing is restored, but we will find out. So thank you for letting me be closed on Friday, not pitching a fit. Good morning, Samantha. Emma is doing great. I do believe we are open standard hours now for a while, at least until July vacation. I like to take a look at like Memorial Day weekend, that kind of thing, because if it's been really quiet, we would love a long weekend off as much as anyone. So that'll be in the newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter, if you go to our website, after about 30 seconds, a prompt will come up for you to subscribe. Or if you shoot me a note, I can sign you up to get the newsletter when you're in the shop or place in an online order. I think it might auto-subscribe you, but just let me know. Thank you, Camilla. Yes, she has been doing great. She can't participate in gym or recess for 2 weeks, which is a bummer for her as the weather has finally turned nice. But the teachers are adamant on she sits on a bench outside and that's it, because she cannot jostle or risk falling on that ear. Good morning, Colleen. So Emma is doing great. I think I'm going to start with, and Camilla is going to, she was just here yesterday, so she's going to say, I already saw this, but I want to talk about that little twister tool just real quick. I wanted to show you, I'd shown you, this is just the little tabletopper sampler that I made with the tool. And last week I was talking about, I did a YouTube video that I still need to edit and turned that one into a cute little bench pillow. And I backed it with, this is some of the Mave. So this is the Mave. Good morning, Mom. Judy's on. So this is the cute little pillow that I made that coordinates with the tabletopper. So I think once I get the duck done using this tool, I will put these outside for spring, summer. But I'm a little obsessed. And Camilla does a lot of craft shows. She makes a lot of bags. She was in just yesterday and picked up the tool and Mave and is going to be incorporating these. So it's fascinating. I'm really excited to start on the duck. So that is the little twister tool, all kinds of different sizes. It's been very popular. I've had a lot of people coming in to grab it. Next up is I'm going to, and Judy / Mom, I don't think was joining the Facebook Lives when we started down the Riley Blake Block Challenge. And yes, I have the support group. The 13 blocks that have been published so far are now on the Facebook. I have managed to do one that I'm happy with in my paper piecing world. I'm going to go through and cherry pick the ones I want to continue with, but I'm slowly working through that. I only have like 15 things that I'm trying to do at any one time. But I don't think Mom ever saw the finished product of her Riley Blake block challenge that she did 2 years ago, which made her swear off the Riley Blake block challenge. If you are new to us, if you've not watched our YouTube channel, there is a playlist of Mom doing the Riley Blake block challenge from 2 years ago. And it was an experience, wasn't it, Mom? She enjoyed some, not all, but the videos are just, they're awesome. They are great. But I went ahead and I pieced them all together, and I just got the binding on today. So this is Mom's sampler from the, let's see, if we're in 25, was it the 23 Riley Blake block challenge? I think, do I have this right side up? Let's see, where's the tulip? Nope, I had it upside down. There we go, tulip right side up. So these are all the blocks that Judy did during that block challenge. I just threw them all together and quilted it. And Mom, actually, I'm taking this home. Maybe I'll let it sit here for a little bit, but I'm claiming this one because it just makes me laugh every time I think about the videos and how much you love the Riley Blake block challenge. So for those of you who are sticking to it, Polly is doing an amazing job. Matt, there's so many people in the group now. I love seeing the pictures of your progress. I love that a lot of us have done, sort of taken our little own spin on it, whether it's changing some of the colors or, you know, I'm paper piecing. I think it's a great way to look at blocks, see what you enjoy doing, what you don't enjoy doing, and just playing around and just continuing to improve our skills. But Mom's, and I bound it in this one because we still have some of this in the shop. See, Mom, you did a really good job. I know it drove you crazy, but look at that. I mean, and I didn't, you know, I know you were supposed to sash it. They wanted the block sash. Good morning, Susan. But look at that. I think it's a really cute sampler. I mean, for the most part, the blocks in the middle were all the same size. And then the ones on the left and right side were a little wonky, so they had to get a little adjusted. Good morning, Linda. And some of the flying geese got a little clipped, but I think it's great. And I think it's a great sampler quilt. So good job, Mom. And this is mine. So I love it. It's just awesome. So yes, if you haven't watched Judy working her way through Riley Blake, you need to watch it because they're funny. Next thing I want to show you, you know, we've got, 150 of the Villa Rosa little postcard patterns sitting in the recipe boxes. And they're great patterns. They are, I call them quick and dirty. They're not too overly complicated, but you get really stunning quilts out of them. When the glisten came in, that pearlized fabric a couple weeks ago, Suzanne and I were all about it. So we decided we needed to do something with it. The backing, I think I still have some of that backing, Susan, in the back, but isn't that fun? I think I had a piece left over of it, and since Mom's sampler had every color in it, isn't that a fun paisley backing? So there's Suzanne. So Suzanne and I decided she needed to do something. So we decided she was going to do firelight. So this is, so you can sort of see it without the fabrics. But you know me, what's my favorite background? It would be Amanda's favorite black batik. So we took the glisten in all those different colorways and Amanda's favorite black batik. And I want to make sure I get this held up right, although I don't think it matters too much. And Suzanne made a sampler of firelight in those glistens. And it is stunning. It is fat quarter friendly. Linda, thank you. I think I still have some of that backing. So 10 fat quarters is all you need. And then a yard of your background. But this is, remember, so this is that pearlized, and you just take a solid or read a solid and then a print. And I mean, and it's a good size too. It finishes 44 by 55. So you can see, this is before even adding a border or anything if you needed a nice size throw. So went together really well, really pretty. So we will get this finished off and I will get it on the long arm. I think I had 6 or 7 quilts dropped off last week. So y'all have gotten busy / you're bringing me your winter projects. So I think this was a really pretty fun one. If you like this, I'll post a picture of it onto Facebook. If you like what we did here and you want me to make up a kit or a couple kits, we would be happy to do so. So you don't have to worry about picking anything out. So let me see if I can show you so you can see sort of, so that's what we put with the greens, the blues. Morning, Cindy. That mauve, I love that one. This is the silvery, and then this is part of the Klimt collection. And then this is what we ended up putting with the orange. So it's so pretty, and I love it with the black. You know, I love my favorite black batik. It's my favorite. So that is getting done, and that was Firelight. So if you want a kit, I'll post a picture of this guy and let me know, and I'll get some kits made up. I am going to, let's see, I'm going to show you this one next. So we have to come, it's not here yet, I'm not sure where it is. Free Spirits, Tim Holtz's green palette is on its way. So the green palette will be here sometime. And we also have Halloween coming. So all of my Jay Wecker Frisch fans, we have the entire collection coming for Costume Maker. And I can give you a preview of it because we have a quilt top sampler so you can see what this stuff is going to look like. So this is her Costume Maker collection. We have everything coming so you can make the same quilt. I just want to get, there we go, right side up. So this is Costume Maker, the new Halloween from Jay Wecker Frisch. You can see it's like marionette dolls kind of thing. You want a kit, Linda? All right. Let me know if I should do one for Kathy. So this collection, Costume Maker, is marionette dolls and then spider webs, and I think those are little cat heads, and Halloween print. So it's going to be a really cute collection. That is on its way as well. So I'm hoping next week I can, good morning, Jean, I will be able to show you that full collection as well as the green from Tim Holtz. We have another collection coming from Riley Blake, Morning Meadow. So it's sort of, it's that time of year. We're going to be getting Halloween in. We're going to be, Christmas is coming. It won't be long before the new Christmas prints get here. So this is the nature of the beast. And it'll be a nice surprise because we ordered this stuff, let's see. The Halloween we ordered last September. So this stuff shows up and we're like, oh, I can kind of maybe sort of remember that. Lastly, I wanted to show you some new additional thatched that we have. We have four or five colorways of thatched right now. A dusty pink, a teal, an orange, which is called apricot, and maybe a blue, I think a light blue. but I wanted to get a little bit more of the thatched in. So I wanted to show you this because I think a lot of us just, I love grunge, but sometimes the grunge, like this is powder blue. You know, if it gets a little too mottled, some of you aren't fans of it. So I got some of the thatched in because I think it's a nice alternative. It's still Moda, which Moda just is fantastic fabric. So the thatched, it might be easier to see on the screen, if you recall, has this little pinstripe dotted texture going on with it. So this one, I have to cheat because I don't put names on, is Peacock. So we've got Peacock. This is just a cream. So you can see almost a white on cream or an off-white on cream. And this is Meadow. So a really pretty, kind of reminds me of the Moda key lime. So this is Meadow. Let's see, I gotta watch my piles. Pansy. So for those of you who were fans of the Pansy and Posies, or Posies and Pansies collection that came out 2 years ago, this is Robin Pickens Thatched. Yes, Susan. So tell me that doesn't feel familiar because we still have a little bit of that Pansies and Posies left. These are those tones because I believe it was Robin Pickens who did Pansies and Posies. Yes, Linda, I'll do a kit and I will get a copy of the pattern in too. No problem. Then we have, this is just coral. So just a really pretty orange. This is actually a white thatched. So just a nice subtle, you know, a lot of you will come in and you just want a white background. We of course don't carry solid. We do have a bleached white muslin, but to have just that little subtle movement is great. This next one is Spruce. So great, rich green. And then we have Buttercup. So again, just that nice texture on this. 122. Early Dawn is just a really pretty pale pink. And then finally, Sand Castles. So a really pretty taupe that came in. So we will have all of this thatched in the cradle this week, and then as everything else comes in, I'll be able to show you those new arrivals in the coming days. So that might be it. Halloween, the firelight. So I will do a kit for Linda. I'll do a few kits up. But if you want a kit of this firelight, I'll post the picture so you can see exactly what the quilt top looks like. But if this feels good to you, we will make kits available both in store and online. So you can order those. And I think that might be it. I don't think I've missed any questions from anybody. So if you do watch this and you've got a follow-up question or a comment, leave it down below. I get alerts for it. If not, then I am going to get busy fat quartering and setting things up outside and getting ready to open the shop on this pretty day. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in. So we will be doing sip and shares now on Thursdays. It just, as much as I plaster signs and I've talked to our FedEx guy on, if you're here earlier in the week, you can take our packages next door. They just don't. They hold them until we're here. So that's why I'm moving the sip and shares to Thursdays. So it gives Wednesday deliveries a chance to get in so I can get those ready to show you. Plus, in the summer, sometimes I take Wednesdays off. So rather than make Liz and Mom do the Facebook Lives, I'll wait and do them Thursdays with Judy, who will be back in town in 3 weeks, I believe. By the time it's all said and done, 2 weeks-ish. Oh no, 3 weeks. Maybe 2. I can't figure out where I am in the month. That's fine, Linda. I will hold one back for you to make sure that we keep them, but I'll put a couple out as well for others. So that is all I have on this Thursday morning, folks. So have a great one. You need to come try the little twister tool because I'm just obsessed. I'm hoping in the next week I can get that duck done, and I think I'm just going to fall in love with it. So I will see you soon. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Leave questions, comments down below, and I will talk at you next week. Thanks.